Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of the Week in Technology. My name is Karamjit, and with me is my co-host Aisha Mustafa.
Hi.
Okay, Aisha, you were around last week, right? During the show?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so I did most of the talking last week, so I kind of forgot that Aisha was around even.
Thanks for pointing it out, Karam.
Okay, so to make up for that, this week we're going to have Aisha start off telling us about the cover story for next week, which is very interesting entrepreneur, very exciting technology. I think both of us are pretty excited about it because, one of the few times we can talk about a company which is working on real technology. But before we do that, okay, I just want to make a public service announcement because I've been trying to get this in for the last 4 weeks now. Haven't been able to because we're always running short of time. But really, this is about. I was at a ASLI organized Asian Telecommunications Forum, and during lunch, one of the panelists, one of the members of the audience was there, said that her boss was on his way to work. I won't tell you from which organization, but he's one of the senior executives there. And this is the Casas Highway heading into Sungai Besi. So right after the Awan Besar toll, there's a Petronas gas station at the exit. I think it's the Kinrara exit. So he stopped there to get to use the ATM machine inside. And when he comes out, he's putting his wallet in his pocket. These two guys come out and just grabbed him. And it looked like they were trying to grab his wallet, but actually, incredibly enough, a van pulled up, or it was an MPV, and they tried to drag him into the vehicle.
Oh, so they're trying to kidnap him?
It would seem like it. So, and actually, what the first guy did was use pepper spray on him. And so, he was struggling with his eyesight. This is when they tried to grab him and pull him into the vehicle. And he just, out of the corner of his eye, apparently, he saw a pole, and he just grabbed onto the pole for dear life. And then they ended up getting his car keys, and actually they took his car, his wallet, and his handphone. And apparently this is a robust, big guy. And the fact that this could almost happen to him, I mean, he was robbed, yeah, but he felt like they were trying to kidnap him, really shook him to his core. And even till now, at least as of the time when we had that discussion, this guy was having nightmares, at night, and it's just incredibly scary. But the thing that really got me ticking, and why I'm making this announcement, is that the guys at the petrol station then said that this has happened a few times before. And even the police said they've been called a few times before. And so he asked the petrol station people, why don't you make it known? And they said, because the boss doesn't want people to know this is happening, otherwise, they will lose business. But, so you guys, if you know anyone who uses that Petronas gas station, right after the Awan Besar toll, heading towards Sungai Besi, I think it's the Kinrara toll, Kinrara exit, be very, very careful, because this is incredible what's going on. It just shows the apathy of, Malaysians and business owners not taking responsibility, right, for what goes on their property. So anyway, that's very important. I want you to pass the word around. And now, Aisha, let's get rocking and rolling with the company that we're featuring next week.
Right, this week we've got Info Valley. They started out as a bioinformatics company. So what bioinformatics is basically using IT, computers, with biotechnology. So if you use any software that renders or simulates your lab environment, that's bioinformatics. But they've got two new technologies, and I must say that...
Who runs the company? Sorry, you think...
Sorry, the CEO is Mathavan Chandran, better known as Matt. And they've got these two new technologies, which is very exciting. Actually, it's not just they're quite revolutionary. I would say the second one, at least. I'll start with the first one. The first one is called molecular screening services. This is actually very common in the US. Now, what they do is that they'll take a bit of your blood, and then they'll figure out your genes, whether you carry the 12 common types of cancer. So, cancer is basically a mutation of your genes, and if that gets triggered, then you have cancer.
Or not mutation, or if you can call it mutation, or it's where your good genes, right? Your body starts, the good genes start attacking, or the bad genes start attacking your good genes.
Well, yeah, I guess so, yeah, but there isn't really a bad gene. It's just that some mutation happens, and so, because, some people have it in their family, some families, they have, throughout the line, they have breast cancer and stuff. So you're actually able to detect this from your genes.
But why only cancer? I mean, there's so many other diseases, right?
So I think he started out, it's the one that has been rolled out is cancer, the 12 types of cancer. It's at UMMC, which is the University Malaya Medical Center.
Okay.
And what you can do is, like, anybody who is healthy, you can get yourself checked to see if the cancer gene runs in your family. Now,
but is it ready when you say if anybody who wants to, is it already ready for public use, or
it is ready,
okay.
but the price is a bit steep. So it's about $750 US.
Okay.
And I don't imagine a lot of people would be scrambling to go get this done.
No,
but it is.
But I think if they mention Aisha's name or net value, I think you get a slight discount.
At the door. But this is very common in the US, and why it's important is that let's say you carry the genes for lung cancer, but you don't know it until So
it gets triggered. It doesn't mean that if you have the gene that predisposes you.
That doesn't mean that if you carry the genes that it will get triggered.
You're gonna get
But what you can do is that, let's say in your 20s that you carry the genes for lung cancer, then obviously you would quit smoking.
Yeah.
Because that would just aggravate it. So
and not get married to a smoker.
Exactly. Because that your secondary smoker is bad too. So. He's rolled it out since last year.
Okay.
And I think he's got the next disease that he's going to roll out is called familial hypercholesterolemia. So basically, this is a genetic disease where it runs in a family, and you have a tendency to collect or develop a lot of bad cholesterol.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is mainly heart disease, and I think it's either launching or has been launched soon. It's quite he's got bases. He's also expanded in Thailand and Hong Kong. And he was telling, you were there too, and he was saying about how Thailand's top-notch hospital is, no way can Malaysia or Singapore come close to it, because they are big with medical tourism.
Yeah.
So and he said their facilities and services was all first class, top-notch, and he said that one of the reasons that they are number one in medical tourism is because they are very quick to latch on to any new things in medicine, and so
so molecular screening is going to be the in thing,
and it is a very big thing in the US. I think it's
you said that 3 times now, Aisha, but I mean, I think insurance companies will soon be using that too, and although there may be concerns, and we brought this up to him, wouldn't insurance companies at the onset then be able to exclude people because they say this person is predisposed towards maybe this particular group of diseases or what. But actually he says no, it's just that when they do that, they will make sure when they do have it helps with their risk assessment, how they do their calculations, as to coming up with the premiums. It helps them better understand the group of people they're going to be insuring to. You will not be excluded, but just they'll also make you aware that you have a responsibility to maintain a certain lifestyle or whatever. So they check you more stringently for that, maybe every year, then to see that doesn't happen, because it's in their interest that these genes don't get triggered and become active too. So maybe I think it could be a win-win, although the initial fear will be that the insurance companies will use that and exclude people, but I don't think they're allowed to. I think Bank Negara regulations, and even in the US, you're not allowed to exclude people. If you test them and see they're going to be predisposed, there's no guarantee.
Well, if this thing picks up and gets popular, then I guess we would have to make.
For sure, I mean, at some point, when I can afford it, I definitely want to do it too. Right. But Aisha, so Matt Chandran, what's revenue like now a year?
I think he was saying about how he gets about 8 to 10 million.
8 to 10 million, yeah.
But mostly it's from bioinformatics, which is his software, and these are highly customized software.
Okay.
These molecular screening services are new, so it's still it's growing organically.
Okay, all right, good. I think he'll ramp up pretty fast, but that's good. I mean, this is one of the few examples of an entrepreneur. He started out in year 2000, started with one area of technology, and he has moved up the value chain, and it's extremely gratifying to see. And also, Matt already mentors a lot of other entrepreneurs, even though he's nowhere near where he wants to be in his own, estimation. But he shares generously of his time, and I think a lot more entrepreneurs need to do that too. But anyway, with that, we're gonna wrap up our show for this week. We thank you for listening. Do send us more feedback. Aisha has been getting feedback from a peer group who've seen the show. All of a sudden they've discovered it, and they're saying that the show is too monotonous. So hey, tell us how we can do better for you, because we want to make it a show that you guys will want to watch. Spend your 9 minutes a week watching. Send us your feedback. Nothing can be too sharp. And nothing can be too critical.
Yeah, nothing can hurt us, basically.
Yeah.
We both have very thick skin.
Very thick skin, yeah. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching, and have a great and productive week ahead with technology. We'll see you next week.